Shalom, everybody. It's a great joy to be able to share knowledge, and for over the years, for the past 20 years, I've been writing a book. First starting, I called it the Covenant of Peace. At one time, I called it the Kingdom of Peace. And because in another time, I called it the Book of the Covenant. But I didn't know, as you can see here, the name of the book that I put together was Messiah, the last version of the book that I put together and that's recorded in the Library of Congress. Is titled Messiah, Government of Peace, Administrative Council Process and Procedure, Law Code of the Covenant of Peace. In doing this, I didn't know that I was fulfilling prophecy. I've been working on this for over 20 some years. Didn't need to know that Yahweh was having me to do this, because I had always had a desire within me to be the top lawyer for our Father in heaven, who is Yahweh. And I started off on this journey, first studying the United States Constitution and finding out in studying the United States Constitution, I saw there was a relationship that was written in the Constitution that was taken out of the Bible. So what I did, I started on a journey just restoring what I saw that they had in the United States Constitution that was in the Bible. I started restoring it back to what our Father had for us in the beginning. Man calls their contract Constitution, but our Father called it the covenant. The covenant is perpetual. It's forever. Every time you see the rainbow in the heaven, it's to remind you that the covenant is still in existence. But the problem is, the covenant was scattered across the four corners of the earth. When the children of Israel went into captivity, their captors took their law and then taught them their law, but taught them a new language, the language of their country that they was in captivity. So the covenant was lost. But our Father, what he did over the period of time, he wrote the law within our minds and within our hearts, which would later store within our DNA. See, no one knows the covenant, openly, because Yahweh said the kingdom will not come to observation, but within us. He hid the law within us, so man will not know his plan from the beginning to the end. But in this later generation, which is beginning the millennium, this information is starting to come forth of those who he have reserved for this time period, because the laws are written within their minds and their heart. And because of this, at this appointed time, a lot of the brothers and sisters that are scattered across the four corners of earth are now bringing forth this hidden kingdom within. But the Messiah, Government of Peace is the name of the book. And I really thank the Library of Congress for the great work they did in recording. It took almost for a whole year for me to get my certificate of registration, but it was worth it, because through the last 6 months of the year, I was corresponding back and forth to them with some of the work that I had in the book. They had certain questions that they needed to be explained so they can better categorize the book. But in doing that, categorizing, they did a great work. And what I want you to do, if you go up, look up in your browser, I want you to go to the copyright, .gov, and what will come up is their page. What I want you to do is go to the registration and document, because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you what they have done. I could have never done this, and the librarians in the Library of Congress set as priests, in offices. And there's a law that talks about the king is to make a copy of the law and write it in front of the priest, and the word write a copy is another way of saying copyright it, and you copyright this work before those who sit in the office, which are the librarians. Because in the days of old, they had a library. That's why they get the Book of Chronicles and the Book of Kings. They were stored as archives. What you do, you hit search the catalog, and where it says other search option, hit that. And I'm gonna show you some of the things that what they have done for me. If you type in Messiah Council, you will get the book of Messiah Government of Peace. I want you to go back. I want to type in, you can type in the Council of Yahweh. And you'll get the Messiah Government of Peace. You can even type in Covenant of Yahweh. You get the Messiah Government of Peace. Okay, we can type in Government of Yahweh. And you'll get the Messiah Government. And you can type in Yahweh Covenant, you will get it. You can type in Law of Peace, you will get it. You can type in Peace Council, you can get it. You can type even also the Council of Peace. Let me type that in. If you scroll down, there it is right there, the Messiah Government of Peace. And the one thing that really got me, that I couldn't have planned this myself right here, some just, led me to just to type in Book of Yahweh. Scroll on down. Look what you get. Messiah Government of Peace. When I saw that, I said I couldn't believe that. And it's a reason for that. Because there's a prophecy that talks about this, that later on I'm going to reveal to everybody so they'll know why this was put in the library as a notation as the Book of Yahweh. They did a great job, because I never anticipate this will come up like that. And there's other searches you can do also in here, that also show the results that reflect back to the Messiah Government of Peace, because this is an important time period that this has to be known, because it was prophesied in this time to be restored. The word Messiah is a title that identifies a government, just like the word Caesar, like the word Pharaoh, like the word Lord. These was all titles at that time identifying that kingdom. The word Messiah is a title identifying the kingdom of heaven, which is also known as the Government of Yahweh and the Government of Peace. And all these things are going to be explained later in deeper understanding, because I want everybody to come to this understanding so it will not be no secret to them, because the whole creation has been waiting for the revealing of the sons of Yahweh. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you step by step who they are according to what is in the scripture. You're going to go with me step by step, so you will not be left, unlearned or deceived, because the information I'm going to provide for you, you're going to be able to see it for yourself. And so that we all can be in unity in mind of what we're receiving, And because it's time out for this deception, everybody's coming up with their own teaching. I can't stop that, but what I can do with the information that Father Yahweh has shared with me, I can also make it known to you so that we all can be in unity of mind. And it's kind of hard in this time period, to discern what is right and what is wrong because of what all the great deception. So keep in tune with me here at Ask It Able, or you can at the universityofcounsel.org, and I'll be showing you more information on a deeper understanding of Yahweh that been classified as a mystery for over 2,000 years. Thank you, and look to see you back here soon.